Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Tuesday evening introduction to LifeWave, a special call that shares a special company and an amazing technology that can absolutely be life-changing. I'm your co-host, Robin, along with Gregory, and this evening what we're going to do is a short presentation by Gregory, and then we're going to open things up for all of you if you have any questions. And remember that we only talk symptoms. And so if you put your questions in the Q&A or your stories, we love sharing your stories too. So put them all in the Q&A and we'll get things going. So I'm going to turn things over to you, my dear.
All right. Well, thanks very much. Good evening, everyone. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And here we go. And we're here tonight to talk about activating your stem cells. What an exciting topic. And I just want to share with you kind of a personal realization I came to a number of years ago. I finally figured out what I want to be when I get older, and that's younger. And I bet many of you can relate to that. I'd like to start out by asking you a personal question. If anything were possible, what is one thing you choose to experience differently in your health or in the health of someone you love and care for? And if that could be changed, what difference would that make for you or them? With that being said, I just want to give a kind of a general disclaimer. Our products are not designed or intended to heal, treat, diagnose, or cure any disease. They do, however, help our bodies get back into a more healthy, regenerative mode, and many times wonderful things then begin to happen. So let's begin and talk about the stem cell revolution, because we believe everyone wants to look, feel, perform, and live younger. And, we found that stem cells are the key because they're a vital part of our immune system that helps to repair and regenerate damaged cells in every organ, gland, muscle, bone throughout our entire body. Now, here's the problem. The older we get, the less stem cells we have. And by age 60, only a small percentage remain. And sadly, the fewer stem cells we have, the faster we age and the slower we heal. Now, what about stem cell injections? They become quite popular, but you know what? They're pretty expensive too. They can be painful, risky, controversial, and there's no guaranteed result. You could spend thousands or tens of thousands of dollars, and you may or may not get the result you're after. No guarantees, but a good potential. Now, here's the good news. You can now look, feel, perform, and live younger with a historic breakthrough in stem cell activation. This is a new wearable technology in patch form. It's affordable, it's safe, it's non-invasive, it's drug-free, and it's a patented form of phototherapy that uses specific frequencies of light to increase and improve stem cell activity. Now, this is the brainchild of David Schmidt, our visionary founder and CEO. And David is not only a brilliant scientist and researcher, he's also a genius inventor with over 130 patents and patent pendings. And he's been on the leading edge of phototherapy research and science for over 20 years. David's already conducted over 80 clinical studies proving the efficacy of our LifeWave phototherapy products. And many more studies are always in the works because LifeWave is an 18-year-old advanced technology company focused in the field of health sciences. Very, very solid science-based company. It was actually founded back in 2004 based on an energy-enhancing technology that David actually developed under a government contract for Navy SEALs to help increase their strength, stamina, performance without the use of drugs, stimulants, or caffeine. The technology turned out to be so effective, it's now used by professional athletes worldwide. We have corporate headquarters, laboratory manufacturing in California, Utah, and Ireland, and we already have global distribution over 75 countries from our 15 global distribution centers. Now, certainly the word is getting out on LifeWave patches, and they're now used by pro and amateur athletes around the world in almost every sport. And you know what? The media has begun to notice, and you might too, if you look carefully at some of your favorite athletes and Olympians, you see these auspicious little patches on their body, and that's a clue, and that's LifeWave. So how does this amazing technology work? Well, it's based on a type of light therapy called photobiomodulation. And LifeWave patches contain very specific combinations of organic materials and nanocrystals And when they are applied or near our body, they're activated by our body heat and then begin to emit very specific targeted frequencies of light that cause beneficial biochemical responses within our body. So photobiomodulation is a basis for our LifeWave phototherapy patches and technology. Now, it's been a well-recognized and proven scientific principle that specific frequencies of light can cause specific changes within our body. For example, when we go out in the sun, a specific frequency of light causes our body to make vitamin D. We don't get a vitamin D download from the sun, but we do get a frequency download from the sun that tells our body and triggers our body to make vitamin D. And the same, another frequency of light causes our body to make melanin, the chemical that gives us a suntan. Well, LifeWave's patented technology is based on this same rock-solid, widely recognized scientific principle. Now, our focus for the last 14 years has been in the field of anti-aging and regenerative science. And we released to the global market in 2019 the LifeWave X39 stem cell activation patch. And this truly is a historic and affordable breakthrough in stem cell activation. Some are actually calling it the holy grail of anti-aging and restorative science because we are doing what the multi-billion-dollar companies in big pharma have not been able to do. And the LifeWave X39 patch actually activates a very specific copper peptide. It activates our body's own stem cells while also altering gene expression towards a younger and more vibrant you. And so X39 certainly is a game changer. It's a true breakthrough. And our inventor, founder, CEO, David Schmidt says it's my greatest accomplishment yet, with an emphasis on yet, because David spends more time in the laboratory than he does in an office. So yes, we have patents. Yes, we have clinical studies. And yes, we have field results proving that X39 is actually turning back our biological clock, helping people to look, feel, perform, and live younger. And for us baby boomers, this is very exciting news. So what I'd like to do is play a short little 3-minute video that gives kind of an overview of LifeWave and X39.
We all hope to age gracefully so we can enjoy our later years full of energy, vitality, and good health. But so often, with age, our bodies start to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy, skin, healing and recovery time, sleep, it all just seems to go downhill. Unless you're using LifeWave. Since 2004, LifeWave has been delivering its amazing life-enhancing technology to people across the world, always helping the body do what it was designed to do, only better. And as it turns out, the best was yet to come. David Schmidt, our founder, creative force, and world-class inventor behind LifeWave technology, has recently achieved something in the field of regenerative science with a single LifeWave patch that researchers worldwide, spending years and billions of dollars, could not. Introducing LifeWave X39, the world's first product ever to activate stem cells. A true breakthrough in regenerative science that helps restore our bodies to a healthier, more youthful state in a way no other product can. The secret? By harnessing the power of LifeWave's patented phototherapy, X39 uses light to elevate a peptide proven to signal the activation of stem cells. Think about it. These are the cells that generate and regenerate all the cells and structures of the human body. They're the building blocks for our organs, tissues, blood, and immune system. They also serve as an internal repair system everywhere. But as we age, stem cells become less effective. Their ability to repair damaged tissue is reduced. In fact, by age 60, they've slowed dramatically. But all that changes when just one LifeWave X39 patch is placed anywhere on the body each day. Instead of older and less effective stem cells, X39 supports the production of younger and healthier stem cells. This amazing level of control over your vitality and well-being was simply not possible, let alone this easy, until now. And the best part? Like all LifeWave patches, X39 is safe, non-invasive, and incredibly cost-effective. Look what people are saying about LifeWave X39. Backed by clinical studies, multiple patents, and 20 years of development, any one of these benefits would be impressive. But X39 is so effective, it can influence everything about your body. how you look, feel, perform, and heal. It's time you experience the power of X39. Imagine investing in companies like these when they first went public and riding their growth to where they are today. Those who made wise decisions to get involved gained incredible wealth. Now it's your turn. When it comes to regenerative anti-aging science, stem cells are the future. And thanks to LifeWave, you are at the forefront of it all. Don't miss out. X39 puts you on the threshold of explosive growth in your business like no other product ever could. And all you need to do is try it and share it with others. The LifeWave X39 patch, an absolute breakthrough. For your body, for your business. Live long, live well, live younger. Experience the power of LifeWave today.
Wow. I get more excited every time I see that video. What I'd like to do now is just talk about some of the benefits that you may experience if you decide to try our X39 stem cell activation technology. And number one is more energy. Very commonly, we hear people say from the very first day, there's an increase in cellular energy and you may feel less fatigued. Another common thing is sports performance. Using X39 improves both sports performance as well as recovery after exercise. And some X39 users over the age of 50 have reported feeling stronger and more fit than they did back in their 20s and 30s. And how about better sleep? We could all use better sleep, and using X39 leads to an improvement in the quality of sleep. And most people report there's an increase in the quantity and a deeper, longer, healthier sleep. Waking up feeling more rested. And dramatic pain relief. Most people notice a reduction in pain, sometimes within minutes of application. And truly, the pain relieving benefits of X39 need to be experienced to be believed. How about wound healing? Clinical research has proven that elevation of copper peptide, GHK-Cu, causes stem cells to increase production of growth factors, leading to a dramatic increase in wound healing. So X39 actually helps to support and accelerate the natural wound healing process, sometimes cutting wound healing time in half. And how about wrinkle reduction, ladies and gentlemen? Activating stem cells leads to an increase in collagen in the skin, which decreases the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. And sadly, this doesn't happen as quickly as the pain relief, but it is very noticeable over an 8 to 12 week period. And we encourage people to take pictures of their wrinkles when they first start on the product. Another one that goes along with that, another reason to take pictures is because of scar reduction. And activating stem cells in the skin leads to a phenomenon called remodeling, which will reduce the appearance of scars. We have some people saying the scars have absolutely disappeared. And these are sometimes scars that they've had for decades, since their childhood even. How about hair growth? Clinical research has shown that activating stem cells in the scalp leads to hair growth. And we have tons of anecdotal reports from many users that have experienced this. Okay. And youth renewal. The copper peptide that activated by X39, GHK-Cu, has been proven in clinical research to rewrite thousands of genes in our DNA to a younger state. And the result is a better, healthier, and more vital you. So real people, real results. These are some common results we hear from people. For the first time in a year, my knee is not hurting. Another person, the healing is remarkable. I believe I won't even have a scar, and no pain, more energy, better sleep. Who wouldn't want that? Your technology has given me my life back, and improved vision, in greater clarity of vision and mental clarity too. And my husband says I look a lot younger. These are just very typical results we hear from users of X39. Now I'm excited to tell you that X39 has a little brother. Some say a cousin, others say a sister, but this is a companion product that has been recently released by LifeWave, and it's the X49 patch. And the difference between X49 and X39 is X39 elevates a copper peptide called GHK-Cu. where X49 elevates another peptide called AHK-CU. So AHK-CU is the daughter peptide to GHK and offers a number of unique benefits. It comes in activating stem cells and health. And here's some of the benefits that people are experiencing who are adding X49 to the regimen. Helps build muscles quickly and safely, faster muscle recovery after exercise, stamina gains in the first week of use, improvement and protection of cardiovascular health, healthy cognitive function, fat loss when used in tandem with a healthy diet and exercise program, and how about increased bone health? These are just some of the benefits you might experience when you use X49. Now, what are the benefits of using X39 and 49 together? Well, simultaneous use will unlock their synergistic benefits. And while X39 helps in stem cell activation, X49 helps in reshaping the body and improving body composition. So using them together will synergistically improve the benefits of both products, improving your overall health. We do have an X39 and X49 performance bundle that you can talk about the person that invited you to this webinar to find out about. So I'd like to shift back and talk about the global stem cell market, because billions are being spent globally on stem cell research, development, and treatment. And the demographics are certainly in our favor because the world is getting older and stem cell injections are painful, expensive, no guaranteed results. Whereas X39 is affordable, it's effective, it's safe, non-invasive, and it's risk-free. So with X39 stem cell activation patches, for as little as the cost of a cup of coffee a day, you too can look, feel, perform, and live younger. And if you choose to try our X39-49 performance bundle for the cost of a cup of coffee, maybe in a scone for a little bit more per day, you too can look, feel, perform, and live younger. So that being said, I'd like to talk about the 3 ways to get started with LifeWave and X39. Number 1 is a retail customer. And X39 for a month's supply is $149.95, and you get 30 patches. You use 1 per day. Now, the second way is you could become a preferred customer for $9, and you can save 33%. You can save $50 on your month's supply. There's a $19.95 membership fee, and the products will be auto shipped to you each month. There's no long-term commitment required. You could quit at any time. Most people don't because they start experiencing the true benefits, and it all comes with an unconditional money-back guarantee. And the third way to get involved is as a distributor or brand partner and get paid for sharing. And unlike when you share a good book or a good movie or a good restaurant with someone, we don't make anything, maybe some karma points, but when you share LifeWave, you can earn generous weekly personal and team rewards by sharing. We have various starter kits that are available that include a $25 enrollment fee, and they all come with an unconditional money-back guarantee. So I like to just invite everyone to take this seriously. Please contact the person that invited you here today. You can learn more if you go to liveyounger.com and see some more videos about this. But, you know, the future begins now, and you can start turning back your biological clock. Hi, Robin.
Okay. Well, thank you, Gregory. That was fabulous. And I hope
That was fun too. Thank you.
I hope you guys all enjoyed that little bonus you got at the end there. That was really wonderful. And it's just a treat to see that presentation. And now we have it ready for everyone else to see too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So because this is a little bit different tonight, what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to jump into the awesome, amazing, awesome. Gregory, you're fabulous. Love it. Gregory, read your fan club in the comments, please. So what I'd like to do is just share a few quick things that we typically go over on a Tuesday night, and just share that these patches are really for just about everyone. They're what's called non-transdermal, which means there's nothing going into the body. So there's no contraindications with any kind of medications. They're safe for people to use. There is a warning to not use it if you're on some kind kind of immune suppressing medication because several of the patches do enhance the immune system. The best way to get the best results is to be consistent. It's to hydrate regularly. I always have my water bottle. You guys know my water bottles. Drink often throughout the day. Sipping is better than gulping. And, many people recommend take your body weight divided into ounces of water. So be consistent, drink your water, and wear the patches 12 hours on and 12 hours off. The patches operate on your body's electrical system, and your system needs a break from the signal for them to be most effective. If you leave them on too long, you won't hurt anything. It's okay. Give your body a little break. If you left them on 24 hours, take a day break and then start up again. And no problem. And the beauty of the patches, you can't hurt anything. They're totally safe. If you have an instinct to wear them in a different place, go for it. So realize that, it doesn't matter how old you are. David does recommend that a child, it's best that they can communicate verbally. If you have someone really young that needs them, then you might want to supervise them. That's what a lot of our practitioners recommend if that's a really important situation. And so as far as contraindications, there's no contraindications. People can experience something that may not feel so good right away because the patches are working. And many times, if there's some regeneration going on of some new healthy cells replacing the other ones need to slough off and go away. Well, that could create some temporary inflammation, which could cause temporary discomfort or pain. And know that it's temporary. That's the optimal word. It could be hours, it could be days, it could be weeks. It's typically not that long, but just know that it is working. If it's too much for you, then just take the patch off. It's not like ingesting something that you can't take out. You just take the patch off and you work up into the 12 hours. The patches are very powerful. They look really quite innocuous, and we didn't even show them. Well, Gregory showed them with the athletic, but I always wear that on the top of my spine. It looks like a round Band-Aid about the size of a quarter for those that you are new. And it's amazing how powerful it is. And every day I wake up, I absolutely know I'm going to hear miracle stories. And we say, wow, all the time. So let me get into a few of the questions. So I'm going to start out with Casey because she came in first right away. She says, still looking at more ideas, input on how to handle awful hot flashes. Several ideas were shared during yesterday's miracle call, but I'm hoping that you might have some more ideas. My colleague is desperate. Well, I wasn't able to be on that call yesterday, Casey, so I didn't know what was covered, but there's two patches that are very effective for a lot of people, and that's SP6 worn on the spleen 6 point. And spleen 6, typically if you do a single patch, it's on the right side of your body, but this goes on the left side of your body, and you run your finger up from your ankle bone on the left side of your body, and you run it with a little bit of pressure until it gets a little tender. It's typically a few inches, a few fingers, and you'll find that spot. That's SP6. And as far as hormonal balancing, aloe vera is also, effective on hormonal balancing. So you might want to try those. And then if you're not getting the results you want, I would contact one of our practitioners. Okay. Thank you, Casey. Abby, if someone's hands shake badly, where would you patch them? Well, that's a huge question, Abby. There's so many different reasons that people could have some kind of tremors or shaking. I know that one situation is that they're toxic. And if you just hold a glutathione patch in their hand when they're shaking and see if they calm down, then it typically would be a heavy metal detox. And you can wear the glutathione patch at any of the recommended places. But without knowing more information, again, you might want to contact one of our healthcare practitioners that they can ask more questions to find out what exactly is going on. Okay, Heidi. Heidi has an amazing story that I'm going to share. She says, 1 year ago today, happy anniversary. I chose to place my first X39 patch on my navel point for wearing 12 hours starting at 9 p.m. and had not from that night prior slept straight through the night without having woken up from some childhood nightmares. Today, after wearing X39, two other night patches on my forehead, I actually had 2 evenings where I woke up having remembered my dreams. For the first time since a traumatic childhood, I've not dreamt until my 52-year age this week. Well, it's a beautiful, Heidi. I'm so, so, so happy. And just know that the patches are cumulative. Things get better and better over time. So that's why we recommend people, wear the patches. We recommend everyone start with X39 for the first 60 to 90 days. That's, of course, unless you have some severe situations going on. If you're not sleeping, if you're in pain, if you have a serious illness, accident, or procedure, then please contact, your sponsor or the person or one of our healthcare practitioners to get you the best support. But pretty much most people start with X39 and it does get better over time. And sometimes, well, I'm going to get to the next one because I think that might help a little, or another. I think we have 2 questions. Yeah. So we'll get to that. So Heidi, congratulations, my dear. I'm so happy you're remembering your dreams, and deep dreaming means you're getting deep REM sleep, which is the restorative kind of sleep that we all want. So that's so, so, so wonderful, Heidi. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Okay. Carolyn Cole, CL. My friend's been wearing X39 and EN for 4 months and had a lump removed for her pituitary gland. Now also wearing carnosine. Latest test results showed no change, facing possible radiation in 6 months. Any suggestion on where to wear these patches and any other patches that may help? Okay, my dear, I want to refer you to one of our practitioners. This is way, way important. And I know where my limit is, and I am not a doctor. I am not a practitioner. So I really refer you to, and I know your upline can recommend one of our fabulous practitioners to you to get expert results, people that understand the patches and health. So you're doing great with those, and you may not notice anything, but I know good things are happening and you're doing the right thing so far. Okay, Hans, is there a personal code to use if I'm linking this from my podcast or website? No, just liveyoungerzoom.com, and that'll get you here. That'll get you on all of our Zoom, on our Monday and Tuesday evening Zoom calls, and on our Power of the Patch Zoom calls for now, until we go to our evergreen system, which is very soon. Okay. And Rich, hello, Rich from the Philippines. We love having you on. You're so loyal, Rich. It's so wonderful to have you. If a person I put a patch on was advised by his kidney doctor not to drink much water, however, but upon having the X39, the person gets thirsty, is it safe that he keep drinking water to satisfy his thirst? He's in his mid-30s or early 50s, I'm sorry. If he has a kidney condition, it is important to follow your doctor's advice. And again, I am not a doctor. And so I would refer to one of our practitioners that understand kidney conditions and the patches. I'd say, if he's thirsty, drink some, but I know that with kidney conditions, sometimes they do need to restrict their hydration for very specific reasons. So it's time for an expert on that one too. Okay, Rich. Let's see, Teresa. My friend has started wearing the X39 for a week. She's not sleeping now because of it. She is wearing it now for only 8 hours a day, drinking plenty of water. She can fall asleep, but can't stay asleep. She wakes up and then can't get back to sleep. She is so tired throughout the day. Any suggestions? She wants a good night's sleep. Well, we want her to have a good night's sleep, Teresa. The X39, as innocuous as these patches look and seem, they're very powerful, and sometimes starting slower. And you might want to try 4 hours instead of 8 hours, and then gradually build up, because one of the major benefits of X39 is enhanced deep restorative sleep. So there's something that's being activated, and it's a good thing, but it doesn't feel good. And I totally appreciate that. So I would cut down the use of the X39, and maybe instead of wearing X39, have her wear Eon at night and without knowing more about her condition and her situation, because a lot of times people have sleep challenges either because they're in pain or they're stressed or they have busy minds or they're agitated. And the Eon patch will actually balance the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. And it's like giving your body a big exhale. And it actually allows all of the organs to operate more effectively. And our sleep time is very, very important because that's when our body regenerates. And you might want to, a lot of people, if the X39 is too much to start with, the Eon patch is a wonderful way to start. And wearing it on the top of the spine at bedtime might be a good idea for that person. Thank you, Teresa. Okay, sun shower. A teenage boy now has an implant regarding severe tics, which responds to the device of the young man as he programs it. What's recommended are the LifeWave patches. So an implant regarding several tics. Okay, well, you did a really good job not naming a disease, and I appreciate that, Sunshower. It sounds like that it's a nervous system situation. And I don't know enough about it, but I would definitely recommend the Eon patch for all the reasons that I just mentioned before, of giving the body that big exhale and relaxing the nervous system and balancing it out. I was speaking to someone today with a situation like that, and that's what I recommended for him. So thank you so much, Sunshower. Jason. Boy, you guys are coming in with the questions. I love it. Have the X39s been successful helping people with chronic joint conditions who don't just want joint replacement surgery? Oh my gosh, Jason, that's my story. I did not want to have another knee replacement because my first one was so challenging. And for some people, we can never make medical claims. That's not our job. There are certain times when people can have enough relief that they don't need that any longer. But people have had tremendous success. I mean, I was bone on bone for a very, very long time in tremendous pain, and put the X39 on the top of my spine. And a week later, my knee pain was gone, like gone, and it never came back. So I did eventually end up having a joint replacement because my leg had become so deformed, I would have lost my ability to walk if I didn't get a new knee. But the good news is, the end of the story is, I had an amazing recovery after a total knee replacement. After 3 weeks, I was off all my meds, my walker, and my cane. And it was truly amazing. And if they have chronic joint conditions, it depends on what that really means. Are they, is there cartilage missing? That could mean a lot of different things. And I don't know which joint, but give it a try and see what happens. And David does recommend Eon and glutathione if you're wanting to build cartilage in the knee, and wearing the one on either side of the knee and supplementing with collagen and vitamin C to help the body rebuild. Those are the building blocks for cartilage. Some people have been successful. We can never promise anything. Always X39, always, always, always. Okay, Rich is back again. We have someone in her 80s whose pain in the knee intensified after using X39 glutathione during the day and Eon at night. Should she slow down the patches? Well, again, back to what I said earlier, Rich, it's working. If she can stick with it, that means it's going to get better quicker. But if it's too much, the beauty is you can always take it off and then and build up to the 12 hours. But that's really good news. So when that happened to me, Dr. Nicholas, I had an injury in my upper arm and it came back with a vengeance. And Dr. Nick and I said, what is going on? He goes, that's great. People don't want to hear that, but it's true. It means it's really working. And that's what I talked about earlier, is those older cells that are leaving the body are causing some temporary, remember that's temporary inflammation that could lead to discomfort or pain. So keep it on as long as they can, but if it becomes too uncomfortable, take it off and then time it, and then put the patch back on longer and gradually build to the 12 hours. So it is a good thing. And if it's too much, slow down, but it sounds like she's doing really, really well. And that's a good protocol, a really good protocol. All right, my husband from Elaine had a quadruple bypass. Is X39 safe? And also, where do you place the patches? It's absolutely safe as long as he's not on any immune suppressing meds, and I doubt he would be with that procedure. X39, the beauty of X39 is when it's 3 inches from your body, it goes instantly systemic. And its stem cells are really, really smart. They have this innate wisdom to go exactly where they're needed. So they're going to be drawn to the part of the body that needs it most, depending on what is most life-threatening. So they're going to go there. And a lot of people find using the carnosine right in the middle of the chest here to be extremely supportive for strengthening the heart. So X39 is absolutely safe. Okay, thank you, Elaine. And Kira, is the new X39 presentation available for sharing? Yes, Kira, it will be very, very soon, and it'll be available, I believe, in liveyongerdownloads.com, but we'll make sure everybody knows about that. And that's one of the reasons we do it, is to make it easy and available for you, whether you're doing a home party or a larger presentation, to make that available and useful for everybody. So thank you for asking, Kira. Patricia, oh my gosh, we're running kind of late. We're going to just take just another 1 or 2. Will the patches help a paralytic who has damage in the T area of the spine? He is able to lift and extend both legs, but cannot stand or walk. You know what? Try it. We don't know what's going to happen to people. We just get to hear about miracles all the time. So definitely give it a try and see what happens. And please, Patricia, let us know. Let us know. He will definitely get stronger. And we'll see what happens from there. We've heard amazing stories, and everybody's different. So again, we can't promise anything. And CL, you're going to talk to Dr. Jeff. Perfect. Aziz, what is the best 12-hour period to wear the patches? Well, for most patches, you can wear them either day or night. It's really a personal preference for most of the patches. Some people prefer X39 at night, and some people prefer it during the day. We do recommend glutathione during the day because that's when the lymphatics are activated with movement, and that is a detox patch. So that's recommended, of course, Silent Night at night. But for the most part, you can wear most of the patches day or night. And yeah, there you go. And saw Gregory's response in the chat. Great, thank you. All right, well, I think, Ravel, we just answered your question. There you go. And Abby, can someone who's had hair transplants use the patches? Absolutely. Yeah, there's no restriction on that. And it should be very interesting. It should probably help because there's stem cells in our hair follicles. And typically that's what isn't as active as we get older. So it should really, really help. Great. And I'm going to finish up. Oh my gosh. You guys keep adding things, and you're adding them after the bottom of the hour. So let's see. What's the best 12 hours to wear? What would you suggest for liver damage due to alcoholism? Okay, any kind of vital organs are going to be directly affected by X39. Well, any damage to our cells in our body are going to be really, really supported with X39. And so you can add to X39, you can add aloe vera, because there's been some great, one of our clinical studies talks about organ benefits from the aloe vera patch. There's many, many benefits that we don't talk about a lot with all the different patches. There's so many. So I am going to call this a wrap here, because the questions came in way after the bottom of the hour, and there's a whole bunch more. So I want to thank you all for being with us this evening on our special call. And thank you, Gregory, for that fabulous presentation. It was wonderful. You're going to come back on and say hi. There you are.
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much. And we will get that loaded up in our YouTube, both in the full, all the way to the end right now. And we're also going to do an edited version, just to be that PowerPoint presentation I did tonight. So that'll be available in the next couple of days.
That's beautiful. Beautiful. We like to make the resources easy for everyone to use, so anybody could do what we do. Anybody. And that was a fabulous presentation. So if you're a guest this evening, we are so happy that you joined us. Please get back to the person that invited you, and we invite you to get started. There is no risk, as Gregory talked about, and get started in the best way for you. We have several different programs like you heard this evening, and do what's best for you. The customer program is fabulous, and if you're going to be sharing with others, the brand partner program is very generous in its compensation to you. And I think that's a wrap for tonight. So thank you, everybody, for being here. I see a lot of familiar faces, names, but I see a lot of new ones too, and that's wonderful. And thank you so much for being with us on our special call tonight. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.